So I've been seeing Halara ads on my socials for the past few years, and I've been super curious if the Halara clothes would be good additions for travel capsule wardrobes. So when Halara reached out to see if I would do a review video, I thought it was a great opportunity for me to finally find out. Halara is sponsoring this video today, but all of the reviews are going to be my honest opinions, which is exactly what they asked for. Let's go. Hello and welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christy, the Genx Gypsy, and on this channel we share all the things that can make your travels easy, fun, and stylish. And today I'm super excited about this video. Halara has sent me several items to try out, and what I thought would be really fun is to style each item in a way that I might wear it if it were part of a travel capsule wardrobe for a trip I was taking. So in addition to my reviews on each piece, I'll be kind of doing a wearing versus styling video, kind of like playing dress up, which in my opinion is going to be a little more fun for both of us. So we're going to start off with this blue Skort dress, and I am going to use notes from my phone because I can't remember all of this information, and I want to make sure for each piece that I give you more information and then give you my opinion on them. So this blue dress is part of their SoftlyZero line of clothes, and this is called the Easy Peasy Backless Active Dress, and this color is the color Lotus Blue. One of the things, I'm going to start off at the very beginning, one of the things I do love about Halara's options is how many different colors you can choose from. If you're someone like me who is always looking for ways to put more color into my travel capsule wardrobe, this is potentially a good place to start because they have so many different color options. So I did get all of my clothes in the size small, and I am 5'2" and I weigh about 127 pounds. So I'm a little short. And I will say this dress, I would probably go up to the next size. Like it fits fine, but I would maybe like it to be just a little bit bigger. So I think overall there's some things that I think the size small fits perfect for me, and other things that I would definitely size up in. And as we go through each piece, I will share that with you, of course. The last thing I want to tell you about this dress is it is 77% nylon and 23% elastane. My first impressions of this dress, obviously, I kind of like it because I've already worn it out once, right? It does have the pockets here on the sides of both sides of the shorts that are part of the Skort. This is the shorter style length. I can't remember if this one comes in a longer length. They have some options with their dresses, with their Skort dresses, that they have options of different lengths. So that is nice to have that option. As I said, it's a little snug, but it does fit really well. I like that it sort of holds things in, so it does have a little bit of a tummy control. Not that that is part of what they market this dress to have, that it's tummy control, but it does feel like it helps kind of hold that area in. It does have a built-in bra with the pads that you can remove if you don't want them to be in there, and it is one of their pieces that has the ability so that you can just lift up this top part and pull the shorts down here to be able to use the bathroom, so that you don't have to get completely undressed in order to use the bathroom. And I did take advantage of that when I went out to see the band the other night, because you know, you're drinking beer, you're going to be peeing at some point. Of all of the athletic dresses that I have tried over the years from various different companies, this one I think actually fits the best, and I feel is the most flattering. I expect with the little like A-line flare skirt, I feel like it's a flattering cut. And for me, having short legs, having a little bit of a higher skirt is also a little more flattering. So let's talk about how I would style this dress. For me, it's a little on the short side for really dressing it up to go out to dinner. Like I would put on a pair of flip-flops and a sweater and go out for a casual dinner, absolutely no problems in this dress. But for a nicer dinner out, I probably wouldn't put on like my wedge heels or anything. This skirt is a little too short for me, for my liking. I tried it on with the wedge heels and I just felt like it was a little it was just a little too short. So for me, I thought this would be a great outfit to take in style as an athletic outfit that you're going to wear for something that you're going to do on vacation, which one of the things that I have done on various different places in both Paris and Nashville is gone on a bike tour. And I think that this would be a fantastic, cute little outfit that you could wear on a bike tour. And you could actually add in like a little one of your sling bags, and then you're ready to go on your bike tour. Super cute. You can have your phone in your pocket on your hip, and yeah, it's just really, really cute. The other thing that this would be fun for, maybe not on vacation per se, but if you wanted to go play pickleball. If you've been following along on my Instagram, you'll know I'm a new convert to pickleball, and I think it is so fun. So I would absolutely 100% wear this to play pickleball in. And this is my little backpack that I carry all of my pickleball supplies in. So I think styled with a baseball hat and, you know, some sneakers, this is a fantastic outfit to wear for any of your athletic endeavors that you might do when you're traveling. I would even wear this hiking. It's super comfortable because the material is more of an athletic material. It is very breathable. I know this video is definitely not going to be for those of you in the community that are all about natural fibers, which is fantastic. I love my natural fiber clothing as well. But this is going to be all about some polyester and elastane and nylon. So possibly not the clothes for you, but you might get some interesting styling ideas out of this video. Okay, let's move on to our next piece of clothing, which is going to be another dress. Okay, we are back with the second dress, and this is also part of that SoftlyZero line of clothes. And this is the Easy Peasy Backless Twisted Flare Dance Active Dress. Whew, all of these names are big, big mouthfuls. And this is the color Salsa. Again, it's a size small, and this is 82% nylon and 18% elastane. And it is, that SoftlyZero material is very soft, and it is breathable, and it just drapes really nicely. I do love the way that it drapes. And I like the way that this back does for a backless dress. The way the straps are, it does give a lot of support. And then it's got this pretty little twist accent piece here that is really pretty. So the things that I'm not thrilled about is the way that the waistband goes around here. It is a little snug. Like I said before, this is a small, and I would probably go up a size. It's a little snug here, and I am a short-waisted person, and my waist is actually, my natural waist is probably down here. So it feels a bit odd to have something kind of going across my ribs here that's neither, like it's not an empire that's right underneath my boobs, but it's not actually down at my waist either. I guess you consider it a little bit high-waisted, but usually for me, high-waisted stuff actually does hit on my waist because I am short-waisted, because my waist is here. So it is a little odd. It's a little thick here and a little snug. So that would be one thing I don't particularly like about this dress. Otherwise, I mean, I think the length is a very flattering length. I like the A-line skirt, the kind of circle skirt. It also has the pockets in the shorts. So another great active choice. And it also has, put the phone down, it also has the backless access, you know, for easy potty. I like this. I do, if I got it, it'd be interesting to see where the waist would fit, where it would hit if I got it in the next size, in a size medium. And if it would, you know, one thing I do like is even though that this part is a little snug, it is not like so tight that it's causing my skin to kind of like come over that part of the waistband there. So it's not so tight that the skin is bulging out there, which is really nice. So how I would style this. So I figured I would style this for like going out to dinner somewhere. So I have on my wedge heels here, and then I would throw on like a pretty little scarf around my neck to give it a little bit more color and more texture. Because one of the things I wanted to do while I was styling these clothes is to also give you some ideas on how to add more color into your capsule wardrobe. Because bright colors are a big trend this spring and summer, and have been kind of in the trend thing. Not that I'm not a huge trendy person anyway. I don't usually follow the trends, but I do love that you can find things in a lot more colors for the season this year. It's a nice way to brighten up your travel capsule wardrobes, and I think not get bored with them. So the other thing that I would add is my jean jacket, and I didn't bring it out here, but I just have a little clutch purse that I would wear with this outfit for going out. And then you just have a nice little, oops, I got a string on there. A very cute dinner out outfit. I'll go grab that little clutch purse so you can see what it looks like. So there you go. Just a nice casual, maybe a little dressier dinner out outfit. Very Americana with the jean jacket and the red dress, all ready for 4th of July. Okay, let's move on to the next piece of clothing. So next up, we have a pair of leggings, and these are their Ultrasculpt So Cinched High-Waisted Tummy Control Pocket Leggings. And I did get them at the 7/8 length, so they're kind of like the ankle length, not the full length and not a capri length, which I really, since I'm short, it's kind of a length that I like to get in my leggings anyway. And this color is called Evening Red, and they are 68% nylon and 32% elastane. These are ones I definitely should have sized up in. Granted, they are supposed to be tummy control, so they are very, very snug around my middle. And maybe that's part of what the tummy control is, but for being able to breathe and be comfortable throughout the day, I think I would be a lot more comfortable in the next size up. Plus, they are pretty tight around the crotch area. I don't know if y'all recall when having a thigh gap was all the rage for whatever reason. And I've never had a thigh gap. I have muscular thighs and they have always been big thighs. But these sort of give a little bit of a thigh gap to them. I do love the color, and they have the pockets. They are a little bit on the warm side. So I don't know that I would want to wear these leggings much in the summertime when it's hot outside. But I think any other time of year, spring, fall, winter, these would be a comfortable weight legging. The sculpting, I think, it does pretty well. It makes, because they are so snug, they do sort of lift things up and make your butt look a little bit better. For leggings, I would get a pair of these, and I would be interested to see how the tummy control works on a pair of mediums. They do have like a little bit at the very top. You're not going to be able to see it because you can't even see it. It's more something that you feel. You can feel there's about this much area of the very, very top of the legging that is a little bit of a different feel of the elastic or elastane than the part that is down kind of hugging the abdomen area in. So that digs in a little bit into the side. So that is something, again, I wonder if a medium I wouldn't have that issue with. So the activity or event that I decided to style the leggings for is if I were visiting a national park. So say I'm going to like Yellowstone or Zion, and I'm going to be driving around and going to different places within that national park throughout the day. I thought I would style it as an outfit that I would wear for doing that, where you're going to be either getting on and off a trolley, because in Zion you're kind of taking a trolley around to the different locations within Zion. So you're getting on and off a trolley to go like maybe hike a little trail here or there, or to go see a particular site. So that's how I styled this outfit. I started with a tank top. As the day gets warmer and you're going to want to take off your outer layer, put the chambray shirt on, and then to add, because you want a little sun protection out there while you're getting out and about and looking at things. So I thought I would add this fun fun little bucket hat that has flowers on it to, you know, just cuten up the outfit and give it a little more texture and pattern to it. So there you go, with my Adidas shoes on. Put a sling bag on, or have your backpack with you for carrying your water and your snacks that you're gonna want with you all day long. You know, it's a great, comfortable outfit, but it's gonna look cute in those pictures. Okay, we've got the second pair of leggings that they sent me to try, and these are the Ultrasculpt butt lifting tummy control boot cut leggings in a size small again, and the color is Viarta blue, and they are 68% nylon and 32% elastane. Y'all, they gave me Mamma Mia vibes the minute I put them on, so I decided to wear my Dancing Queen t-shirt that I got at the ABBA Museum in Stockholm with them because I just thought it was appropriate. I am not styling these pants because I would not ever wear them. When they say butt sculpting, they are quite literally trying to make you look like J-Lo, right? They have, there's like some part of like elastane or elastic that is going around right under here to try to lift your butt up. And of course it's got the ruching in the butt area too, which I'm not opposed to a little bit of butt ruching. That just sounds terrible, doesn't it? But I do have a couple of pairs of like yoga shorts that have a little bit of the ruching in them. And overall, I actually find them comfortable, and I do think that they can be flattering if it's not overly done. These are a little dramatic. I put these on and I looked at I was like, whoa, buddy. It's not for me. They're pretty snug through the thigh here, which is fine. And of course, again, they've got the tummy panel in here, so they're holding your waist in. I mean, all of this area is very similar to the last pair of leggings that I had on. They do have the two pockets on the side too. And I like a boot cut legging, especially in wintertime. I like to wear a boot cut legging with sweaters. I think they look kind of cute. So I had kind of high hopes for these leggings, but yeah, this is, yeah, not for me. And again, sort of the same issue as the other leggings. They're a little snug through the crotch area, which is a little uncomfortable. And I think I would be like, kind of like messing around with it all day because it's so tight. If I went up to a medium, maybe it wouldn't be so dramatic, but I don't dig the butt sculpting thing at all. So we're gonna move on to the next piece of clothing. Up next is an item that I think might be one of my favorites of the collection that they sent me. And these are the high-waisted flowy Palazzo linen feel pants, and these are in a color called biking red, and they are 80% rayon and 20% nylon. They are part of their linen feel line, so they are not linen. Obviously they are not a natural fiber, but they do kind of look like linen. And I did steam these last night so that I get them ready for this video, and they do have that linen look of the texture. Very, very light and drape really nice. In fact, they're lighter feeling than most of my linen pants that I have. I would say the Old Navy linen pants are probably a similar weight, and they're still a little bit heavier than the weight of these pants. As far as I can tell, they're very breathable, very comfortable. I don't think you would sweat in them any more than you would sweat in a regular pair of linen pants. I do like that they've got kind of the pleated palazzo look to them. So they're a little wide leg, they're loose, they've got great pockets. There is no button or zipper here, so it's kind of a nice flat area across the abdomen, and they are elastic in the back. They do have belt loops, so if you wanted to wear a belt with these pants, you could, But the way that I decided to style them, I decided to style them like I was going wine tasting. And this, I think, is my favorite styling out of the whole styling that I did for this. Like when I was trying different things with these pants, and then when I pulled out this halter top and I put it on with them, I was like, oh, yes, this is perfect. So I threw on my little sandals, the halter top. I thought, you know, throw on a cute little fedora straw hat, and then you're just ready to go and have a fun time wine tasting all afternoon and feel kind of fun and flirty and boho. This is like, when I think of my style, I feel like this is the epitome of what I would like to achieve most of the time when I'm getting dressed, but most of the time doesn't happen. I think I hit my style more 25% of the time than I do 75% of the time. But I love this outfit, and the pants are super, super comfortable. The pockets aren't super deep, but they're good enough to be able to put, you know, a phone into, and it holds the phone. And they do not have any back pockets. The elastic's a little snug, but I would not want to size up in these pants. I think, you know, with the way that they have so much material around the hips, I would not want to go up another size. And they're not so snug that they would be uncomfortable throughout the day. And of course, on me, they're the perfect length. On somebody who is taller, they're going to be more of a cropped pant. And honestly, I cannot remember if Halara comes in different lengths, if they have like tall sizes and petites. I will put it up on the screen somewhere here. I will look that up and I will add it to the video in this section so that you'll know if you can get these pants in different lengths or not. I know that they have, as with all of these items, they have multiple different colors that you can choose from. I love this outfit. This is absolutely something that I will be wearing this summer at some point. Maybe when I go back out to Oregon and I do a little wine tasting again. Okay, this next pair of pants is another part of their linen fill line. And these are the high-waisted drawstring, wide-legged linen fill pants, and they are in azure blue. These are 80% viscose and 20% nylon. So they are very much like most of the other linen pants that I tried on in that video where I compared the 4 different brands of linen pants. 3 of the pairs were a elastic waist, and 2 of the pairs, the Athleta and the Old Navy, had this thicker elastic waistband. So very, very similar waistband to those. They do have the drawstrings here. Y'all know how I feel about that. The legs are a little bit wider than the last pair of pants, and they have deeper pockets. They are very fluid feeling. I will say these kind of give me a little bit of an itchy feel on my legs, whereas the last pair that was made out of, what was the last pair? The last pair were rayon. These are the viscose, and they're a little scratchy on me. And that just may be my skin. The rayon ones did not feel at all scratchy, but I feel like these feel a little bit scratchy. These are also smalls. You can see they're a little bit longer than the last pants. In fact, I put on these little platform sandals to give me a little bit of height so the pants weren't dragging the floor. So these might be a good option for people who are taller. They're very similar to the linen pants. Feels very airy and light, and they don't feel like they're going to trap in moisture and make you sweaty or anything. They are really comfy, other than the little scratchiness that I feel on the inside. Very pretty, very flowy, no back pockets. And I decided to style these like I was just gonna be going out and visiting museums during the day. So I just put on a nice little knit top and then added a colorful scarf to my hair to give a little bit more color to the outfit and make it a little more bright and fun. And then, like I said, my little platform European sandal shoes, which are really comfy to walk around in all day. Moving on to the next thing, which we're moving into the jeans now, which is a product that I have heard a lot about for Halara. So I'm excited to show these to you. Okay, we have moved on to the Halara denim, which is one of the items that I have seen so many positive comments about on social media. So I was super, super excited to try them out. And I have to tell you, before we even get into this pair of jeans is probably my absolute favorite item out of the entire set of items that I was sent. They are incredibly comfortable, but let me tell you about them. These are the asymmetric low rise baggy leg jeans, and they are in the color paint blue. I am wearing them in a small, and they are 70% cotton, 25% polyester, and 5% elastane. I put these on. I thought at first when I pulled them out, I was like, oh, they're so big and baggy. I don't know how they're going to look on my small frame, but I put them on, y'all. They are so incredibly comfortable. Again, very, very stretchy. So you have lots of space to move around in. I love the asymmetrical waistband on this. I just think that is such a nice detail, a little artsy and boho. They do have pretty decent jean pockets. Both the front and the back pockets are a good pocket. They have the little coin pocket here. Just so comfortable. I'm styling them as a travel day outfit, and I am absolutely going to be wearing these as travel day pants, which I never wear jeans as travel day pants because I find them so uncomfortable. But these have so much stretch and give to them. There is an inside button here for part of the asymmetrical waistline, and then it's just a short little zipper here because they are low-waisted, which as a short-waisted person, I actually prefer low-waisted jeans on me because I'm a rectangle, and I feel like the low-waisted jeans somehow help give me more of a shape. This outfit is not going to do that because I'm wearing a baggy t-shirt. This is a t-shirt I got a couple of weeks ago when we were up in Richmond. We did a little road trip to Richmond and we went to the Poe Museum, and I've got the tail of it all tucked up because it is really long, and I want to get it hemmed so that it does actually hit at about the point that I have it folded up to. But this is how I would plan on wearing it. I love the t-shirt. I love getting as you saw, I have the Dancing Queen t-shirt from Stockholm. I love getting t-shirts. When I can find a t-shirt that speaks to me, I absolutely like to pick it up in places that I travel to. The jeans themselves, just incredibly comfortable. The length is really good. It's a little long on me, but I don't mind with the whole baggy look. That's just part of the look for this style of jeans. And of course, when I put them on with my chunkier New Balance tennis shoes or sneakers, they don't look all that long. So to style it for travel day, I would wear a graphic t-shirt, and then I would layer up because I have told y'all the story multiple times, I think, of the flight coming home from Puerto Rico this year. I thought I was in a meat locker. It had to have been the coldest I have ever been on a plane. It is rare. There are times that I'm on a plane and I get really hot, but it is more often these days that I'm on a plane and I'm getting really cold. So I'm going to layer up, of course. So I'm going to add a lighter weight cardigan sweater to the outfit. The other thing I'm starting to add into my, to have in my personal item bag, even if I'm traveling in the summertime, is my packable puffy jacket. Because it was so cold on that plane, I don't want to, and I was trying to sleep, and it was so cold I couldn't sleep. I just don't want to be in that situation again. So I can always use the packable puffy jacket as like a pillow too, if I want to. If I don't have any of my other pillow options with me, it's always an option. And then I'm going to throw on a scarf, again, just to have another layer to keep me warm. And there you go. I think this is just a cozy, fun, not boring travel day outfit. Whether you're traveling in the summer, the spring, the fall, the winter, you might want to wear a few more clothes. They don't feel like you're wearing jeans at all. Super, super comfortable, lightweight, feel airy because they're the wide leg pants, so they get that airflow around your legs so you don't feel restrained. Constricted, I think, is a better word. You don't feel constricted. Just really fun, comfy. The baggy look is kind of in, so a little trendy if you want to go in that direction. I love them. I can't say enough about them. These are definitely a winner for sure. Now I'm going to show you the other pair of jeans that I got in this haul as well. For our second pair of Halara jeans, we have the Flex high-waisted baggy leg jeans. These are in the color royal blue, again a size small. They are 50% cotton, or sorry, 59% cotton. I should put my reading glasses on to read my phone. 59% cotton, 30% polyester, and 11% elastane. So these have kind of the band around the top here, which are supposed to be a little bit more like tummy control. And also you don't have to deal with a button or zippers on these. They are not quite as wide legged as the asymmetrical pants that I had on just before. Super stretchy. In fact, more stretchy than the asymmetric pants because they've got a little less cotton and a little bit more elastane in them. So lots and lots of stretch. I will say in these, I probably need to size up because they are a little bit binding around the waist for me. And in fact, on these pants, much like the leggings that I showed you before, at the top part of this band, there's about a ½ inch kind of, it's not a piece of elastic, but however they've made the material, it is more, it's a tighter elastic than the rest of the band here. The rest of the band, this part of the band has a little bit more give, and then this top ½ inch is much snugger, which, you know, when it cuts into your skin and your waist, it's kind of, you know, it's not all that flattering, let's say. Also, they are a little short through the crotch on me. They're high-waisted and they're hitting right at my normal waist because I'm a short-waisted person, but they do kind of cut up through the crotch, so not very comfortable. They have good pockets. The same pockets I'd say are the same depth as the pockets on the other jeans that I just tried on. The back pockets are a little smaller, I think. They're not quite as big. Very comfortable. Probably would be even more comfortable if I had them in the right size. They aren't quite as long as the asymmetrical jeans that I just had on, so I can wear them with my flatter sneakers, these Adidas, and they don't drag the ground. And I think if I had them in the right size, they would be really comfortable and another good pair of jeans for traveling in because they are so stretchy and forgiving. They're lightweight. I think even if you were walking around and it was like in the high 70s, low 80s, you'd still be really comfortable in these jeans. So I decided to style them as if I were just doing a like sightseeing, walking around town, maybe doing a little shopping outfit. So that is what I have on. I just put on this little tank top. I've got my Adidas sneakers on. I thought I would throw a little scarf on just to give it a little more color and pattern to the outfit because you know how I like to do that. So throw that on, have a nice little crossbody purse, and then I'm ready to go do pretty much anything on a touring day in this outfit, even if the temperatures are a tad warm. I do like the way that the jeans fit. I wish that I had gotten them in a size medium so that I could see if the next size up would fit me. I think that's what I need in order to make sure that it's not cutting up through the crotch area. I do have to say, I think the comments about the Halara jeans are correct. I think they are a really nice alternative to, let's say, real 100% cotton jeans. And you know that they're stretchy from the get-go, so they're not like the jeans where you get a little bit of stretch in them and then by the end of the day they're so stretched out that they're falling off. I feel like this stretch gives you the give, but they're not going to stretch out where they're going to be falling off of you by the end of the day. So I like that aspect of them too. Okay, let's move on to our last two pieces, and they are going to be a couple of pairs of shorts. This item is another part of the SoftlyZero line of products from Halara, and these are the SoftlyZero high-waisted yoga shorts in fuchsia. The color is fuchsia, in a small. They are 82% nylon and 18% elastane. And I don't usually get things that are pink. In fact, I think this t-shirt and these shorts might be the only things in my entire house that are in the color pink for me to wear, because I have rosacea, and anytime I wear pink up close to my face, I just feel like it makes my face glow red. So I thought I'd get these in pink because I thought it would be fun to have something brightly colored. These are very soft, just like the dresses. That SoftlyZero material is incredibly soft and comfortable and breathable. They do have a little side pocket here, although I don't think it's really deep enough to put my phone in. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess hiking, I would have it there. It's just not as deep as a lot of the pockets on, you know, hiking shorts usually are. And it's a little bulky. But I guess if they're theoretically for yoga, you wouldn't be wearing it to have your phone in anyway. I guess it would be for like maybe having your car key in or something like that. Otherwise, I don't know what you would use that pocket for. But it does only have the one pocket. There is no pocket on this side. They also have this high-waisted panel here, which I'm not a huge fan of. I feel it emphasizes a little too much the belly area here, the way that it's straight across your belly and then kind of cuts in with the flowy part right underneath there. I feel like it emphasizes the pooch a little bit. I do think I need these in a size medium because they are a little short through the rise. I don't know if you can tell because of the baggy part of the shorts, but they are a little short through the crotch for me. So I think if I sized up to a medium, they would be a little more comfortable. As they are, they're fine, but I think that the rise would start to annoy me after a while. They do come in a variety of different lengths of shorts that you can get. I think these are the shortest of the shorts that you can get, and I think there's either one or two other links. I will put up here on the screen the different links that you can get them in. But I thought I would style it as if I was going out on a hike, like a short nature walk kind of hike, not a hike that you need to be taking your 10 essentials with you. So I thought, yeah, I'd throw on a baseball hat and then I'd put on my little sling bag, and then you're ready to go for a nice little short hike or nature walk. And you've got, you know, you've got a comfortable outfit on, you've got whatever essentials you need in your little sling bag, and you've got your sun protection from your hat. Very cute, I think. The other nice thing about these SoftlyZero and pretty much all of the Halara products, other than the dresses might be a little heavy, but all of the products have been really, really lightweight. Like, I think if you were to pack them, they're not going to add a lot of weight to your luggage. And the only reason I think the dresses are heavier is because they have the built-in bras and they've got the padding in there. Plus they've got that whole other layer on the inside of the dress with the shorts and the liners that are in there. So they're both a little bit on the heavier side for dresses. Okay, I'm going to go put on the last item of this haul and I will be right back. Lastly, we have these blue shorts. They are the Ultrasculpt So Cinched high-waisted tummy control biker shorts with the 3-inch inseam, and the color is called Mood Indigo, and these are in a small. They are 68% nylon and 32% elastane, and I have just styled it like I'm going to a yoga class because that's pretty much what I would wear shorts like this to. Now, they are too small for sure. In fact, I feel like with these shorts, I might need to even go up 2 sizes. They are, I mean, I know they've got the tummy control, so I guess they're supposed to be sucking me in. Whew, I feel like I have on a girdle or maybe a super, super strong pair of Spanx. They are really holding me in. It's cinching me for sure. And then around the legs, they have the elastic is super tight around the legs. As you can see, it's just making my legs like bulge out on the side. And then along the edge, they have the little gripper pad, the little like plastic gripper pads like you'll see on the bottom of socks a lot of times. They have that on the inside of the leg because they are biker shorts. So theoretically, you don't want them to be riding up and down your leg when you are riding your bike or doing any other athletic activity. I think these are I don't think there's an inseam that's shorter than 3 inches, but there are inseams that are longer. And I think like the other the pink shorts, I feel like there are 2 or 3 other lengths that you can get these biker shorts in. And they do have the 2 pockets on either side, much deeper than the pocket that was on the pink short. So very appropriate for putting your phone in and your goo or whatever you might want to carry in your pocket. Again, on me, the rise is too short. They are cutting me up through my crotch quite a lot, which is why I feel like I would need to go up maybe 2 sizes to get the right size for these. So not my favorite out of all of the items. In fact, I would say these and the blue leggings that I showed before with the whole butt thing, my absolute least favorite out of everything that I have tried on today. But my favorites are by far the asymmetrical jeans. Both of the dresses I really like. I like the burgundy linen pants, the linen pants with the pleats. I like the pink shorts. I just wish they were a little bit bigger. So overall, I think, you know, some really nice items. And I think that they would all be pretty appropriate for a spring, summer, or fall travel capsule wardrobe, especially if you plan on doing things that are a little more on the sporty side. So let me know, have you tried Halara? Do you have a favorite item from them that you've gotten and worn for your travels? And another thing I would love to know is, did you like this style of video? I'm always trying to kind of mix things up and try new things. So if this is one that you like, I will try to do more of them. As always, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little time with me today and watch this video. I hope that you have safe and wonderful travels.